The year is 2021, aka 9AY, which means that not enough people are talking about Mercy for my taste. I remember first hearing this. This was before I was really into rap, so I wasn't really all that into it. I used to see it as like kind of goofy. I mean, I knew that Kanye and 2 Chainz were really over the top and out there, so it wasn't really that hard to make a joke out of it. But looking back now, and I say this with confidence and without irony, this thing is going to be in a museum in the future. I'll start off talking about the beats, though we can have some semblance of structure before I just let the ADHD take over. It's honestly just okay. Like, if you put a whole bunch of great things in the same room together, then great just becomes the average. Kanye's biggest problem is that it's hard for him to stand out amongst himself, but he still manages to do it consistently. Who made this thing anyways? Kanye West and Mike Dean, that makes sense. That sounds like something that if you're going to hear it live in concert, then they're going to play it another 11 times afterwards.
Parasite regularly. Only one thing left to do. Again.
It starts off with Big Sean, which is fucking ballsy. This is honestly what made me think it was goofy in the first place. I mean, the whole ass quake, ass state thing, but then it picks right back up with Kanye being hard of hearing. Honestly, I stopped listening to new music in like 2016 or something. Does Kanye still do this ad-lib? I fucking love it. It sounds like he's interrupting somebody trying to make criticism of him. And then this ending line, this shit right here haunts me. Ariana Grande and Big Sean didn't actually date, right? That was just that one weird dream I had. The chorus is a bit strange too. I like it, but the way Big Sean says swerve, it sounds like his date canceled on him and he's trying to act like it doesn't hurt. Next we got a Pusha T verse!
Yeah.
You can tell by the smell that King Push is heaven sent. It would be more easily evident if the flow weren't so devilish. This guy is fucking evil. It sounds like his verse is creeping through the grass about to strike with enough poison to kill 10 men. The way this young gentleman talks about cocaine, you would think it was his childhood dog. You just really can't fucking touch these rhymes. I would recite some notable quotables, but then I would just end up saying the whole goddamn verse. I've always enjoyed Pusha T guest verses, but I know damn well to stay away from his actual albums, because otherwise I'm going to fall down one of those rabbit holes and listen to nothing but him for like 3 months. Kanye time. I love Pusha T and Kanye West being back to back on this song. It does a great job of showing off their differences. It definitely feels like they both do evil shit, but for different reasons. Like Pusha does it for survival, and then Kanye does it for like money and power. Listening to this Kanye verse is like watching a movie about Kanye from the perspective of someone else. You're working at a magazine and you just started. You're real excited. Your first job is to go to this fancy party and to see what celebrities are there. Kanye is one of them, and you accidentally spill a drink on him. You apologize profusely, but he won't even let you try and clean up his fancy fur coat that was probably made from puppies or tears or some bullshit like that. The next day you go into work and it turns out your magazine has just been bought by a new owner, a Mr. Kanye West. Everybody gets to keep their current assignments except for you. Your new job is to just smell sewers. You don't even write about them. You just sorta smell them. And Kanye doesn't even show up to sneer or look down upon you. He could have beat your ass physically, but he knows it's more painful, more powerful for him to change the entire course of your promising new career without even leaving his chair. Anyway, that's what Kanye's verse feels like to me. I like the way 2 Chainz starts to sneak in some ad-libs as Kanye's verse is ending and his is beginning. It's the way he's letting us know what's coming. And what is coming is the fucking party. 2 Chainz honestly seems like he's just a ton of fun to be around. Like you could have him over for board games and he might not know the game, but he'd be willing to learn. Unlike the Duncan Hines, this is all actually relevant. What I'm getting at is that Kanye and Pusha are scary and Big Sean is Big Sean. 2 Chainz is the only one that actually seems approachable. There just ain't much to say about a man who's got so much polo on that he's got horsepower. I'm gonna give this track a big salute out of Stealing Video Game Donkey's rating joke.